Lights.
Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. Let's get some music going here. Some Zach. Some. I, it's not working. Okay. It's more light in here. Starfest was pretty good. Good morning. And it was, it was sad. It was the last Starfest ever. And Starfest is my, I don't know if I want to call it my home con, but it was my first con. And so it's kind of sad to see it go. You know, it's like it was my, I guess I'll always call NDK my home con, come to think of it, but Starfest is my first one. So I started going in 1984. And there have been gaps. I haven't been there every year, but I was there every year through junior high and high school, and it was a big deal. And I sort of phased a little bit out of Star Trek in the beginning of my college years. And I'm looking to see what mentions we have here. Just the garage door. Okay. Front door and the garage door. But yeah. I think the best quote I got over the weekend, and we'll talk more about this at Geek Tank. I think the best quote I got over the weekend is, "We can't run a convention from walkers and wheelchairs." And I think that was probably the most, I don't know if I want to say accurate, but the most true statement that I had gotten all weekend. So, um, they're all getting, I mean, it's been Kathy Walker's baby since 1977. And they've all been, each and every one of these has been there. And Kathy has been at each one every year, all the time. And she can't do it forever. She's, like 20 years older than me. So she's pushing into her 70s now. And a convention's hard, you know? Yes, there was one astromech. Man, Brent, I was thinking of you so much about this one. Every little door opened, and he could get them to open in various like patterns. So all the little head doors opened, and all the little front doors opened, and it was just so freaking funny. And he had it doing like dances and stuff like that. It was super entertaining. I mean, it was like really entertaining. And Kevin was with me, and we kept re-talking about the idea of doing G33K. So we are still in we need to do G33K. And Brent has been talking a lot about how to do G33K. And, so you were brought up many times over the weekend, and it was very cool. And there you go. So there you go. So let's see. I took pictures. I'm just not sure whether my phone has decided to transfer the pictures over yet. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on, what its day looked like, how it feels today. Like, well, there's that. Let's just see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah. That's why your ears were burning. Yeah, but like his little doors opened. It was hard to kind of get. There was a gonk droid. I thought that was so cool. It's like, yeah. But yeah, his little doors, each one of them could open and close individually. So I sat there and took pictures. She took pictures with them. But he was adorable. It was a well done astromech. He even had a restraining bolt with Amberbesh or Arabeshi on it. And I was like, well, that was cool. So that's decals. So yep. It was nifty. I also met my buddy uh, my buddy Alley Cat cosplay. She was there. And she's worked really hard on this uniform because the hemline was wrong. And so she really worked hard on kind of fixing the hemline and getting it up to code. And I really respected that. That was a lot of effort she put into that. That was cool. So, and of course, my favorite scientist ever, Dr. McDonald. She was there. So we took pictures there. And I got to hang out with Terry Farrell, which was cool. I was all excited about that. So that was neat. It was a good con all the way around. So we had a lot of fun. Terry's a sweetie. Yep, I did finally get my interview with Terry on Sunday. So I got my selfie with her, and I was okay with this if that was all we got. But then she actually really felt bad that our interview got cut short. So she actually made a point to come back on Sunday to interview with me. And I was like, aw. I didn't get an interview, though, with Kathy because Kathy, ultimately, she balked. And that makes sense. I think she was going to be too emotional. And she didn't want to end up becoming a blubbering mess on. Honestly, I think I would have become a blubbering mess. So I totally get this because, I mean, I don't want Starfest to go away. It's like my home con and stuff. So there's that. Okay, today we're going to work a little bit on trying to figure out what the heck we need to do to finish up. Now that I've done some wall units and stuff like that, let's go finish up the come on, guy. I'm having problems this morning. I am really I'm fatigued because it was a long weekend. Yeah, I don't think any of these are what I'm looking for. I am looking for open Kitty mess hall. That's what we want. Mess hall, because we need that one for we need this one so we can get working on various aspects of. Yeah, I need more. Yeah, post-con tiredness. Ugh. All right. We're going to need this set too because she gets her coffee from here. If we get this one ready, we can have scene 1 right off the bat. So we have generic wall unit. We'll start putting in some generic walls because that'll help us a lot. And then this is going to be the reversed wall. Oh man, it isn't quite long enough. I had wondered whether I was going to have a problem with that. I don't know if I want to risk this, playing this game. There we go. But it's gonna, all of these are gonna be, I made them. Wait a minute. Now, did wait. How did I make these 3 meters? What's wrong with me? Okay. Everything's like 4 meters in this ship. Means we're going to be doing this game a lot. Or I should make a just 1 meter extender, which maybe is what I should do, because then it'll give us a little bit of diversity. That's actually probably the best bet. That's because we can do it really quickly by doing this and then just duplicating it. For right now, we'll duplicate it. And then I'll come back and make a 1 meter version of this. And that'll look good. Like, because see, if you do this, gork, like that, it looks like there's a wall there with a line. It all looks good and solid. And we will call this one generic 1 meter wall. And we'll call this one generic 3 meter wall. Because coming along the sides here, that's going to fit. So we'll be good there. Bring in a generic door unit, right? And what we're going to have here is 90 degrees, right? This will fit perfectly for this. See, that worked just fine for the enlisted rooms right there. So we will duplicate the heck out of this too. And this guy, no, we needed to duplicate with hierarchies. What in the world? Make that mistake, and you really have to spend time figuring it out, don't you? There we go. And then we'll say, you have to remember when you do this, you duplicate with node hierarchies or it won't catch the door. All right. Same thing. Because she's only going to go down this hallway, so I don't need to really do the other one. We will, but she goes down this hallway, so we got to at least pretend like we have this sort of figured out here. We won't worry about what comes after this because you're only looking down this hallway, right? And then we will say, wait, is she looking down this hallway or is it the other hallway? It's this hallway, but that's all right. That's not a problem. Maybe I want to actually do from the top here. Just take a look at this. Let's take the plane and go bork. So from the top, we've got, where is she walking? She comes from the Replimat, walks along, maybe here, down this hallway. Because the transfer tube's at the back. There's another transfer tube right around this corner here. Maybe that's the best idea. Maybe she doesn't go down those hallways at all. Then I don't need to do 4 of these. I only need to do like 2. Right? Because we can just take this guy and say, he's there. Take this guy and say, and he's there. in here. And it's interesting because, of course, these walls are thinner than they're perceiving here, or they're showing here, obviously. And this way, we can look down this hallway like that, and you can clearly see that there's something going on down the hallway. There's doors here or whatever. That makes total sense. But we don't have to put in everything. And there's going to be a lot in this room. Anyway, it's the mess hall, right? So we haven't even really started the idea of dressing it up yet. The question really is, what if I want this to be 180 out? I kind of like that better. But that's not going to look good there. But that's all right. You know what? It kind of looks cool being flipped like that. So let's do that. There we go. That makes it look markedly more. Do that. There's nothing in the middle of the room yet. But I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting looking, different looking, whatever. We'll push these walls back so that they're here and push this forward. So the wall lines up like so. There we go, like that. You need artwork. Okay. Well, I guess in the mess hall you did. You did have ships that had artwork on the walls, didn't you? Okay, I'll accept this. You may be right. Hudson may be right. But this look. See this look? Okay. You need to move over just a smidge because you're coming through that wall. There we go. There we go. We're actually starting to look like we've got something going on here. Look at that. Schedules and menus. Schedules and menus. Oh, damn, that's a good idea. You're right. That's what we can use those plantons for. These signs right here, like this, had no real plan for them, but that's exactly what we got to use them for. Yes. So let's do that. There's going to be a lot of duplicating this wall unit because that's really legitimately why I built it, was so that it could be fast and done quickly. This is the whole idea, is that we can just rapidly duplicate the heck out of this wall and it would be done. I like your comment though. Guns, shooting, schedules, and just the things that that totally makes sense. I'm chuckling because I'm like, absolutely there'd be stuff like that. You got it. That is totally true. And the only reason I'm laughing is I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah. Although I think all of that would probably be in. Oh, that's a escape hatch. So we're going to take this plant on and we're going to duplicate it. We're going to do a thing with that in a second. Because that's this guy right here. And then we will duplicate you. Yeah, again, the only reason I'm chuckling is because you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay. We'll move this guy up to here real quick. We'll move this guy out to here until I am, because that's a door. No, that's not a door. What was that? Does anybody know? Anybody know what's going on here? Like, do we even know? No, we don't. We don't. We don't really know, do we? You're going to be up to, go down to here. Go up to there. I'm going to make you as wide as 1 meter. Top view. Concentrate on you for a minute. Because what we're going to ultimately do is make that into an escape hatch door. So, is it a? It's a wall. It's a wall. We know. We don't know. Well, okay. So maybe it is a wall, but I'm seeing what looks like a hole here, and I want to make double sure that that was me drawing in the Replimat and not that that was something strange. So let's go real quickly and just real quick take a gander at the deck plans and just make sure that we're not missing something in there. Because it's Monday morning and I could be doing anything. Who knows? Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It's a lifeboat station. So there's a lifeboat station there, there's a lifeboat station there. Okay, so that means that's easy. That's a simple one. We take whatever the heck we're doing here and put it right there. Easy peasy. All right, cool. So we're going to duplicate that. And then that way, whatever this says, it'll say the same thing right here. We'll put this right here, and I will flip it around. We'll push it through the wall because nobody really cares, but I want something behind my Replimat. Isn't actually like weird. So we'll do that. And the Replimat's going to have to be rebuilt as well. There's your picture that you were talking about, so you can have something that says something that's something-y. We're going to go through and redo these graphics in a second. Right now, they just have the generic plant-on graphics, but at some point here, they will stop having generic plant-on graphics, and it'll be fine. So we're going to have to fix some of these consoles anyway. We'll do this. Put a locker in. As well, so that there's condiments and things like that up there if you need it. and it gives us something that looks more like a thing. Put this right here instead of in front of the... It needs something tall to get up to this, but this is like supplies and things like that. I mean, we don't use that for much of anything at this point. It's just there to... I mean, you only get up there whenever you need stuff, like to fix or repair the Replimat or things like that. So if the mat goes out. Okay. We've almost got like the walls in. Isn't that amazing? Actually, it kind of looks pretty kick butt, doesn't it? I mean, if you were to sit here and kind of look from this point of view, and you can kind of see how this is starting to look like a ship's Replimat. Let's push that back just a little bit more right there. We'll do the same thing. Okay, the lifeboat stations are marked on the outside of the ship, and they should be marked here as well. So, with corresponding numbers. So it'll only take a second to check this, but this is a lifeboat station. This is a lifeboat station. This is a lifeboat station. So we got 3 lifeboat stations there, and we got 3 lifeboat stations there. So this is on the freeboard deck lower. So these are 2 up, and then these are the 3 down. So let's real quickly just open up, because I know you guys all think I'm weird, but it really matters to me that the number on the doors on the inside actually say what the numbers on the outside say. Because then it'll, somewhere along the line, it'll bug me. And I'll be like, why did I do this? Why did I do this myself? No, it's a ship thing. There we go. Ship textures, Unity Corvette, UMC Kittiwake. Bring up your main hull. All right. So, starboard. So that's 7 and 8. Lifeboat station 7 forward and 8 aft. This is important, because we'll also get, let's get all of the stuff we need here. General items. And we'll grab a planton. This is me thinking here. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm going to take a line tool. We're going to make it huge, I guess. Like that. And just go like, this. And then except we really don't want to do this, do we? No, we don't. Watch. We want to do this first. We'll do change canvas size. No, change image size. Change image size. And make sure that, so the height. So it's 1 by 3. So let's do this just instead. Let's do this. Width 1 by 3. It's not, is it? It isn't. What is it? Hello? It's not. It's one in like pieces. What the heck is going on here? Because it should be 1 by 3. I do these things in a uniform manner to make my life easier. Why is it not working? Okay, so let's go here. Oh, it's because that wall's not, neither one of these walls are up to their 3 on that. You should be up to 3. You really should be like this. Okay, that's why. It never works like I want it to, Brent. Okay, 1 by 3. That's what it should be. It should look like that. Hey, we'll make this something ridiculous. 600 DPI. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Because we're going to ultimately fix it so that it's the right size. What is this? Who are you people? Okay, image size. Image resolution says 2500 by 2500. So let's go ahead and just make sure this is 2500 wide. And then that'll be fine. And we'll just deal with it later when it's not 21, 2500, 25. Okay, we'll take you and we'll go all copy. I'll do paste. I'll take this and then I'll say edit, transform. Free transform. We'll take you to all the way down to here, and you can see where I'm kind of going with this now. We're just going to get an idea of where this belongs. Because in the end, this is what that planton's going to look like. And so we want it to look normal when spread out like it's going to be. So now we can take this and do this. Wait. Really? Right. Duplicate layer. All right. So it's going to look like. And then we'll do new raster layer. There we go. And we'll give it, an open doodly wop to doopity bop. There we go. And that's technical. That's a technical term there. All of that was technical. Hope you appreciate my technical prowess. Okay. So we'll go ahead and let's put in the number for it, because this is going to be lifeboat station number 7. Yep. Why 07, not 13? Because that's where it is. That's this station right here. So that's forward lifeboat station number 17, starboard, or 7. So it's 7 starboard. I was saying I wanted to make it accurate to the actual station that was on there. So what we'll do is we will say Control Shift E, all copy, right? And we'll go back to the plant on over here. And we'll say paste. It's going to be all screwed up, and that's okay. Deselect. And take this now, and we're going to say later I'm going to make a lifeboat station door, which will be the door just done differently, but I don't want to do it today. So what we're going to do today is this. What are you doing? Weird little cat. We'll do this today. He's digging around in something over there, and I'm not sure what it is. There we go. And then I'll say save as. We'll go interior textures, QuaCk mess hall, and we will say plant on lifeboat station 07. It does say starboard. It just says starboard and Tamarbeshi. And then I can take this guy here and we'll go to surfaces, plant on, diffuse color browse. What are you doing, weirdo? Interior textures, QuaCk mess hall, and if we do this, it is the correct size. See? Even though the bitmap looks all squished, it's okay. You okay? Why are you chewing the middle of the box? You're such a pest. Leave the box alone. Weirdo. And we'll have to look on the other side because I think 13 is on port. Right. We'll have to check the other side of it. Because I think 3 is the port side one. So it's going to be 3 and 4. Because he is George. I know, right? Goofy ass animal. Okay. So we will undo, so that we can write port. As port. We'll say 3. And the reason I'm doing port and starboard is because if we do one of each, then I can just go in real quick and just do the other 2. So let's do then Control Shift E S and then all and then copy and paste. This time I'm going to do this the right way and do it with multiply on first so I can see through it. It's like I just try to make this hard for myself all the time. And we'll do free transform. There we go. And then we'll get closer. There we go. And we'll save this as Lifeboat Station 3. And then this way, we can put the other lifeboat station on the other side. Everything on the other side of this is a mirror of this side, so that's going to be easy. What we can do now is come in here and just say airborne and then say 04, right? Really not going to be helpful, are you? Oh, the easement that you don't use. Oh, well. Cool. Works for me. So then I just say for this, well, first of all, let's duplicate it, because if we duplicate it, then we can do also 8. Right? Lifeboat Station 8, which is on the other side. And then we can just say rasterize. And you too, rasterize. Take 4. And it's what? There wasn't enough damage? You weren't causing enough damage? Leave it alone. Little pest. There we go. I have a water bottle. He's going around my office, pulling things out and trying to tear stuff up. I don't know what his problem is today. I don't think he's feeling like he's loved or something, but whatever it is, he's being a super big pest. So I'm going to do this. I can just squish this down until it matches and stretch it out until there. Yeah. And do the same thing with the 8. Really? There we go. Interesting that 8 fits just fine. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go like this and just add a new layer real quick. Let's go for white. We'll just take a flat white box and go like this. Then we can take 8 and say, save as, let's say Lifeboat Station 8. Save. And we'll go like this and we'll say, save as Lifeboat Station 4. All right. And we have 7. And right here we'll have Lifeboat Station 8. Wow, we're really having issues there. There we go. Lifeboat Station 8. All right. Uh-oh. We may have a problem with Lifeboat Station 8. We'll have to see. We do. This is Lifeboat Station 8 port. Okay. We're probably going to have to move on to Geek Tank here in just a second. But for at least right now, boy, that's coming along nicely, isn't it? It definitely looks like something going on here, right? I mean, like we've got, you're actually looking at some of the interior, honest to God, interiors okay, we're going to need also a 2-spot with a left door and a right door, because the waste room has a right door on there, which was going to have to slide this way to go into the pocket, whereas the other doors have only one slide. I'm sorry, the other doors are doubles, so they slide into the walls on either side. But looking at the way this waste room door is, it obviously is a left slide or a right slide. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a single spot wall unit with a left side slide, and then that'll be fine. And then we can put just a little wall on one side and it'd be good. But yeah, I like the way this looks. The hallway going down there looks just fine. You can like kind of see down the hallway. It looks like it's got a thing, something useful is here. Stuff is going on. It looks like a a spot in the ship. So that's perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for. We're going to have to build a couple more items because we need to build tables. I have to figure out what's space agey about tables. So we'll have to figure that out. But we'll get there. That'll be a thing we'll build next, which is tonight's job, because we're going to be on tonight, as you might imagine. And in about 3 minutes, I'm going to switch over to Geek Tank. And so there's that. Let's see. But we can real quickly finish this wall unit right here. It's not going to matter because this door isn't going to open. But we can take you and go to 0. Yes, 0. Yes. Move that back to here. Put that there. If we're going to keep going, let's keep going for just a few more minutes, and then we got Geek Tank. So there we go. At least now when you enter into the room, you can kind of see where that waste room is. You'll be here for Geek Tank. Got 1 more minute. You know what? I'm going to do this. Just so we can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Oh, that was the wrong button. Is he trying to sneeze? And then we can just take a planton for right now and just duplicate it. It'll be an emergent. I think I'm funny here. Okay, duplicate. No, just put this here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm hysterical. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Warning, bathroom. There we go. There we go. We think we're hysterical. Okay, good. Nothing like bathroom humor to start your day, but at least now we can kind of see what the mess hall's looking like. And also makes me understand a few things about like layout. Like here's where it says the tables are. Do you really want to sit right here? Right? I mean, who wants to sit right there? Now that you've got an actual room and it actually looks like something, kind of feel like nobody's going to sit there. I'm not going to want to sit there. So, time for me to go. So, I will see you guys tonight on this one. I'll see you in a few minutes on Geek Tank, my dear friend. And for everybody else, keep your eyes on the stars. Goodbye. Computer, good night.